well, we all know when it comes to saving for retirement, the earlier you start, the better off you are. But my next guest says just a few years can have a huge impact on your retirement money. Joining me now in a Fox Business exclusive is Joe Reddy. He is head of Wells Fargo Institutional Retirement and Trust Business. Good to see you, Joe. Thanks so much for joining us.
Glad to be here.
So you have the results of the annual Wells Fargo Retirement Study. You are overseeing or working with 5,000 retirement plans at different companies across corporate America. What are you finding?
Well, the study we just rolled out, there was a surprising fact around a gap of retirement savings for people right on the doorstep of retirement with two age groups. 55 to 59-year-olds, we found had saved over $200,000 median amount for retirement savings.
That's good. Versus
those 60-plus only saved $50,000. So there was a big retirement gap for people right on the doorstep of retirement.
Wow. So how come the older folks did not save enough? I would have thought the opposite, actually.
Well, there were two data points that stuck out. One is the 55 to 59-year-olds started saving at 31. Those that were 60-plus started saving 6 years later at 37. And so you can see the power of compounded savings over time, that 6 years makes a big difference in the savings amount.
Did you get into your 401k like as soon as you started working?
I did. Yeah, no, I mean, but that's because somebody really stressed the importance and the urgency to me on that. And I don't think everybody has somebody tipping them off on that. So speaking of that, what are you seeing as far as this, dare I say the millennial generation, but those that are about 19 to 35 years old, are they getting it? Are they saving right now in a way that you would be happy with?
Well, they get some help, right? So they know this 401k thing is important. And so a lot of plan designs today have auto enroll, right? So the good news is they're getting in the plans at a younger age. And so they're getting the power of time, and they're going to be in good shape. When we looked at 40-plus-year-olds in this survey, what we found is this thing called consistent saver, which is they started saving from the first day on the job.
That's me.
Yeah, and when you do that, they've saved over 2.5 times more than those that didn't start right out on their first day on the job.
What advice do you give to somebody? They come to you, they're 62 years old, they're in that category where they're undersaved. Now what do you say to those people, Joe?
Yeah, well, what we do is say, you sort of are where you are on your retirement journey, right? You're 62, you may have lost time or you may have done the right thing. So it's really step back. And then if you need to save more, do a financial inventory and then step up your savings. There's lots of ways to do that. Hopefully you're at a higher income earning level. So you can say, get full advantage of your 401k up to the limit and the match. Exercise your catch-up contribution, which is over another $6,000.
So one of the messages is it's never too late to save. Even if you're at a period where it doesn't look good, don't give up.
It's never too late. One of the other strategies we saw, Anthony, was people say, well, I'm going to work longer. I wouldn't count on that. Try and step up your savings as much as you can, even if you have a short time horizon.
One of the issues, I think, is that people look at their 401k and they don't really know what's in it. They're not really sure how they should allocate money. I mean, you're dealing with 3.5 million employees. How do you advise those people of what the best portfolio is to have as a 401k?
Good question.
Yeah, so we'll take two sort of extremes. The millennial, the younger generation, we say, hey, listen, life is not as complicated, right? So you can join the plan, save 10%, invest it in a managed account or a target date fund, and call me in 10 years, right? Because it's very straightforward, simple. Those that are more along, sort of that near retiree, right? You have to talk about managing risk, right? If you're on a good path and you've saved enough money with today's volatility and timing of distributions and sequence of returns, it's really important to manage risk. So they may want to sit down with their financial advisor, incorporate their other assets, and have a more holistic view and manage risk and optimize their outcome.
Really good stuff, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it very much. Joe Reddy there. Born ready.
That's his middle